Welcome back to Trading with CJ. Today we have an update on Castor Maritime, ticker symbol CTRM. This is a stock that we've been covering since January. It's a speculative position, but nevertheless we've been giving you the updates on this one. I know a lot of you guys hold this one or have been watching it, but like I say, it is a speculative stock and it has been a roller coaster ride like many of these penny stocks. But this one went up to nice highs and then we have seen a pullback. But we had some big news recently which had a massive catalyst for CTRM, and then we had some even bigger news just a day or so ago. If you appreciate all these updates, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel. So let's have a look at the stock price, how it's been reacting over the past week or so. We can see we currently trade for around about $3.20 per share, which is considerably higher than when we were speaking about this one. We are still in penny stock territory with a market cap of about 280 million. But if we look on the 1 month graph, you can see we are dropping off within the last month. We are down around about 30%. And the 6 month graph, we had that peak back in about mid-February time, which it shows up as $17.30. Now, of course, it wasn't. It was around about $1.70, okay? It's showing up at $17.30 because it has recently completed its reverse split. It did a 10-for-1 reverse split. So now the price is basically times by 10 and you have 10 less shares in the company, okay? And the idea of that was to keep the price up so the CTRM can remain on the Nasdaq. If it was below that $1 price, it has the potential to fall off the Nasdaq. So they wanted to get it up, so they did a 10-for-1 split, because right now the price would have been 32 cents. But as you can see, we're around about $3.20. So with that news, we didn't really see much positive signs, okay? We actually see a sell-off as was predicted. This was actually predicted here on Investor Place. Castor Maritime's reverse split sets the stage for further declines, and it goes on to talk about the reverse split. It's going to be doing a 10-for-1, so 1,000 shares at 40 cents will now be 100 shares at $4, okay, as I just explained. But the reason for this, okay, is talking about people short selling. Let's be blunt. Reverse stock splits tend to be a short seller's best friend. For one, many brokerages place additional limits or outright forbid shorting certain penny stocks. Getting shares up to a higher price makes it easier for short sellers to bet against a company. So that's one reason we didn't actually see much positive in the short term. Although overall, I think this works out good in the long term. We want this to remain on the Nasdaq so that it can actually give more exposure to other investors. So they remain on the Nasdaq, but in the short term, short sellers love it. That's why we didn't see much positive reaction. But if you actually see on that share price graph, we did see a nice big spike just a couple days ago. This actually went from about $3.12 up 24% to $3.88. Now, the reason for that was because they actually released some earnings. The first time we've seen some earnings from these in a while. Castor Maritime reported 1.1 million net profit for the 3 months ending in March the 31st. So the first 3 months, okay, Q1, you could say here, 1.1 million in net profit. This company made a profit, which is big. The revenues in 2021 was 7 million compared to 2.7 million the year prior to this. So that's an increase there of 159%. And you can see it made a loss of 0.3 million the previous year. This year we're making a profit of 1.1 million. This bodes very well for Castor Maritime going forward, okay? We need this to be profitable on the whole year, but at the moment it is profitable in the first quarter. Let's see if we can beat that again in Q2, 3 and 4. This is going to be massive. And the EBITDA is 2.6 million compared to 0.9 million for the previous 3 months as well. And the cash has also gone up, as we know, from all the different share offerings, etc. they've been doing. Cash and restricted cash of 64.2 million compared to just 9.4. The numbers were looking very, very good. And obviously, as we know, the acquisitions of vessels as well, once again, has gone up. It says 20 vessels across the dry bulk and tanker segments, okay? So we haven't had a new update on that as of the last week or so, but, you know, they've given us so many different vessels right now. You know, let's keep some of that money to one side just for now. And, of course, we know about the reverse stock split. So things are looking very, very good in terms of their financials, and that also followed by Investor Place as well. Castor Maritime stock, the big news lifting Castor Maritime today, and it's talking about the reporting of its first profitable quarter since 2019. So that was very, very good. Since then, as you can see, we have had a sell-off in this one. It never seems to hold its price for very long. It went up to that $3.88, and it is currently down about 17%. It's pretty much heading back down to where it was prior to this good earnings, okay? But that actually seems to be what Castor Maritime's doing. We spoke about this being a speculative hold for some time. Let's see how the next quarter and the quarter after can do. If the financials remain profitable and this continues to grow, we could start to see an uptrend in CTRM. I am still holding my shares in Castor Maritime. I am currently at a profit on this one, but let's see how long that will last. I'm holding this for the long term now. This is a value recovery stock in my opinion, but it's a very speculative one as well. That's why if you are planning on investing, you should always do your own research before investing. Let me know your thoughts on CTRM. What did you make of their earnings, and what did you make of the reverse split as well? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you appreciate all these videos, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel. We have a CTRM channel as well on the Discord, which is completely free to join. Link is in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time,